In today's video, I'll be swatching and reviewing the new fall collection by Zoya. The Element collection features a lot of wearable pink shades and some gorgeous dark hues, perfect for the cooler seasons. So let's get into the review and see how they perform. First up in the collection is Devon, and this is an interesting shade. It's like a metallic cool purple, and it has some multicolored shimmer throughout it and is in a foil finish. The first coat of Devon was kinda patchy and chunky. The foil finish mixed with the shimmer in the polish made it kinda hard to work with too. For the second coat, I did a thicker layer, which I think works best for this formula, and it was enough to cover everything. Here is 2 coats of Devon, and I did add a top coat because it dries pretty dull. In these review videos, I always feel like I say the same thing over and over again. 2 coats, pretty good. So to help you get a better idea of how good a polish actually is, I'll be introducing a rating system, and I give this polish 4 out of 5 jaunty bottles. I'm docking 1 bottle for the weird texture. Next up is Rumor, which is a light mauve pink with a pearlescent shimmer. The first coat of Rumor applied really well, just shy of a 1 coater. The pearly shimmer does pick up a lot of brush strokes, which they do dry down a tiny bit, but I could still see them a little. The best thing to do with a shimmery pearl polish like this is to try to keep your brush strokes straight and to keep your brush as parallel with the nail as possible. Here is 2 coats of Rumor with no top coat, and I give this polish 3 bottles out of 5 because it's a streaky formula and it wasn't a very flattering color. Next is Jenna, which is a really pretty blue-toned dusty pink. This applied absolutely perfectly. I got away with 1 coat for this polish. It was a thick coat, so if you prefer, you can do 2 thinner coats, but I was completely surprised that a light color like this was just a 1 coater. So I give Jenna 5 out of 5. Moving along is Ruthie, and this is a raspberry rose cream color. Here it is compared to Jenna so that you can see its warmth compared to a cool toned pink. And again, I was completely blown away with the formula of this color. 1 coat completely covered my nails and the color was perfectly saturated. Here is 1 coat with no top coat, and I give Ruthie 5 out of 5 jaunty bottles. Next we have Mary Ann, which is very similar to Ruthie, being a rosy pink, but Mary Ann has shimmer running through it. This one wasn't a 1 coater, but it did apply really well on the first coat, and the shimmer added a nice subtle glow. I've heard mixed reviews about this collection because of how many pinks there are in it. So far, there have been a lot of pink shades, but they're all different and several have really amazing formulas. I think Zoya was going for a more wearable autumnal shade range for people that might not want to rock a hunter green this fall. Here is 2 coats of Mary Ann, and I give it 4 out of 5 bottles because the formula wasn't as good as the others. It was fine, but it wasn't 5 out of 5. Next is Kindra, which is a Marsala berryish cream color. This is another color that has a beautiful dustiness to it, which makes it really unique. And with 1 generous coat, this fully covered my nails. Here is 1 easy coat of Kindra with no top coat, and this is one I know I'll be getting a lot of wear out of this fall, so it gets 5 out of 5 for an awesome formula and stunning color. Next we have ELISA, which is a deep cranberry red. After 2 1 coaters, I was on a high hoping this red would be as well because I haven't had the best luck with reds, but unfortunately, it wasn't. It was a very, very pigmented one, but it was a little patchy in some places. The second coat covered everything beautifully. I'm a huge fan of darkened reds, so I will biasly give this one 5 out of 5. 2 coats for a red is the norm, and this color is just perfect. Next is DONNY, and this is a purple-toned magenta cream color. This was another one that had great pigment, but it did need 2 coats to fully hide bald spots. The color isn't the most unique in my opinion, but it is a nice shade to have, especially if it's a good high-quality polish like this. You need one in your collection. Here is 2 coats of DONNY with no top coat, and I give this one 4 out of 5. Next is MAEVE, and this is a very rich Concord grape cream color. It's coming off a tad redder on video, but it is a true purple in person. No surprise, MAEVE performed like the other creams in this collection, 2 coats for full opacity and a nice, deep, intense color. I've said this before, I'm not the biggest fan of purples, but I actually really did like this shade. It's very wearable and not too dark. I give MAEVE 5 out of 5 jaunty bottles. Next is Rachel, and this is a stunning oxblood burgundy red. This polish applied really well in 1 coat. If you have shorter nails and you do a thick coat, you might be able to get away with just 1 layer. I did 2 coats to deepen the color and make it fully opaque. This is a beautiful dark red color, and I absolutely love the formula. However, it is so pigmented that it will stain your skin if you get any on it, especially in the dry bits around your nails, so be careful. I give this 5 out of 5, and I can't wait to wear it in the colder months. Next is Layton, and this is an almost black, dark purple shade. I learned my lesson from the last dark shade, so I did pop on some liquid latex for my base before swatching Layton so I could just easily remove it without staining my fingers. Okay, this color is hot. If I was a vampire, I would exclusively wear this color. I love how it looks black at first glance, but then when the light hits it, those purple tones come out. It's beautiful. I did 2 coats of this for full coverage, and here it is with no top coat. I give this one 5 out of 5. Definitely recommend it. And lastly is Gardener, and this is a dark periwinkle purple with vibrant magenta shimmer and a foil finish like the first polish. This polish applied very similar to the first one, but it was actually a little more textured. 2 coats made the color deeper and more saturated, and I think the color is beautiful, but the shimmer in this one doesn't sit super well, even with top coat, and it kind of looks like little air bubbles are in it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's how it looked in person. It was also thick and kind of hard to work with. I just slapped on 2 really thick coats, which isn't my preferred way. Because of that, Gardener gets 3 jaunty bottles out of 5. This is very pretty, and it reminds me of Halloween, but I don't think I'll be grabbing this one because of the formula. And there you have the Fall 2018 Element collection by Zoya. The ones I recommend are Jenna, Ruthie, Kindra, ELISA, Rachel, and Layton. Those are gorgeous polishes with fantastic formulas. Let me know in the comments if you'll be picking any of these shades up, or do you hate this collection? I love to hear your opinions, but be civil. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this swatch video, I have several other ones for different collections that you might enjoy, and you can just click on your screen here to watch the swatches playlist.